Alright, so this is going to be for Taurus, your next 48 hours, your expectations. What's to come for Taurus? Well, right off gate, they really want you to expand your horizon. So any new opportunities that come to you within the next 48 hours, they want you to take them. It's for your growth. It's for abundance and prosperity overall, for spiritual growth as well. It's saying don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone, because it's saying you're not going to be able to grow to your full potential if you keep yourself sheltered in what's comfortable. So, Taurus men, this is speaking on you recentering, pursuing goals, pursuing dreams, really finding direction and clarity on where you're headed, the direction you would like to head with your life, I feel like, and your decisions as well. Yeah, it's saying you need to focus and you need to reground. You need to stop being indecisive about what it is you want. The sooner, it's like you want something to manifest for you in your life quickly, but it's saying until you find direction and clarity on what it is you actually want, it can't be attracted to you. You can't say, okay, I want this to be completed or this to be done, but yet you have no clarity for yourself on what you actually want, like your true intentions or your real purpose for wanting that particular thing or wanting to pursue that. It's saying you really need to tap into your creative side. So that's speaking on your passions. Yep. It's saying if you do that, you're going to receive the 10 of Pentacles upright. That's speaking on an abundance of income, financial wealth, prosperity, riches, growth of all sorts, material abundance, spiritual abundance. It's saying that they want you to be adventurous, so don't close yourself in, don't limit yourself, don't limit what you can do, but at the same time, make sure you're being consistent with whatever you do decide to pursue. It's saying everything you need is already within you. Remain confident. Trust your intuition. So this is speaking on your income. How you bring in money. Mainly for Taurus males. Let's see. Yep, it's saying you have a lot of new ideas, but you're not pursuing them. You need to believe in yourself more. You need to believe that these things can manifest for you. You need to believe that they're already yours. Like, change your mindset around how you are trying to obtain these things. They want you to change your mindset. Yep. The Wheel of Fortune reverse is speaking on the fact that you're not putting it into something that's holding you back. Like I said, this could be your mindset. This could be the things you are partaking in. This cycle is not a good cycle. It's saying this cycle is hindering you. If you're procrastinating or not moving forward, like I said, being indecisive, that's what it's speaking on as well. Make your list of short-term and long-term goals is another thing it's speaking on. You don't have to feel like you're doing everything by yourself. You have support. You have angels. You have God watching over you, making sure you're following your purpose and your divine plan. So never feel like when things aren't going the way you think they should, that you're leaving or you're going astray, because you're not. 9 times out of 10, it's working for you the way it should. Like everything that's happening for you or happening to you in that appointed time is what's supposed to happen. You just didn't know it. And so it causes you to overthink and worry or stress. So they do want you to try getting out your head more often, because you tend to overthink your situations. I feel like that's why you go back and forth, and that's why you're indecisive about what it is you want overall. You overthink. Will this work out? Will this not work out? You put too much thought into things not working out for you instead of putting more thought and energy into it actually manifesting for you the way you deserve it to. 7 of Cups is saying make sure you see all the situations clearly. Make sure you see everything and everyone in your life currently for what they're presenting to be. Don't overlook what you're being shown. That's also speaking on, like I said, your abundance. So it's saying some of you are partaking and bringing your money in a certain way, but this way is not necessarily for your benefit. It's saying what you're being shown in this situation is not exactly what it is. But I feel like because you've been through so much in the past, it's like you just want something good. You just want something, like a break. You want a breakthrough for yourself. So it's saying you're willing to partake in things that you probably know you shouldn't, or you know won't be for your greatest benefit overall. So it is saying be careful as far as that's concerned as well. And all of this is going to happen in the span of the next 48 hours. It's showing you needing to pursue your passions, needing to grow and nurture that so that your abundance can come in. It's saying unless you're putting forth that effort and the energy to work towards these goals, it's not going to manifest for you the way you need it to. Queen of Swords coming out, that's speaking on someone more than likely either giving you guidance or someone you could be in a relationship with. Yeah, it's saying avoid all conflict with that person. I don't feel like that person's bringing conflict. I feel like that's what it's saying. Like this person's not a confrontational individual. I feel like she's trying to bring good to you, like overall growth, motivation. I feel like this is a good fit, this female that is speaking on. It's speaking on this person adding value to your life in a way. This person not trying to hold you back or hinder you, cause you to miss out on your blessings. This person genuinely wants to grow with you as well. So let's see. Shuffle these up one more time. Alright. Yeah, with the Queen of Swords, you receive the Emperor card. It's saying don't take advantage of this person because this person is a genuine, kind-hearted individual. She doesn't mind speaking her mind. She's very intellectual. So it's saying this person can actually help you level up in your life as well. Like what you bring to this person, she can make it better. Like she can help you get to the point in your life that you're trying to be. But it's saying sometimes you can come off egotistical. So it's saying don't allow your pride and your ego to get in the way of allowing this person to love you and you loving this person as she deserves, because she genuinely wants to bring you good things. Like she's coming with positive energy and blessings. So don't take advantage of that energy she's bringing to you. It's saying basically keep your ego and pride in check sometimes. Sometimes you can overdo it. Alright, it's saying that you also need to make sure you're speaking your mind. If this is pertaining, for some of you, this is pertaining to that relationship. Y'all broke up because of that very reason, like I was speaking on before. Some of y'all broke up and allowed your pride and your ego to get in the way, and that caused separation between y'all. Another half, that person stepped out on you, so it caused separation. And then for some, it's saying you were too in your head overthinking this person doing something that they truly weren't doing, and it pushed this individual away. So it's saying make sure you're speaking your mind in your relationships, but don't let it get to the point where you're causing issues where there aren't any, like you're making accusations out of nothing. Overthinking can kill your relationship as well. Five of Swords, yep, with the Five of Swords being reversed, and then you receive the Page of Cups reversed as well. It's saying you weren't giving love to that person and to the connection the way you should have. It's saying it would have made a big difference as how this person saw you and how this person also gave love back to you. That conflict was caused because y'all weren't giving love to each other the way y'all should have been. Like I said, the only thing I see on your part is the fact that you were trying to control those situations too much instead of going with the flow and allowing you and this person to grow together and allow the relationship to strengthen. You tried to control too many aspects of it, and it pushed that individual away. She felt as if she was being controlled, whether it be physically, mentally, or emotionally. Okay, it's saying with the Eight of Pentacles upright, it's saying that you need to make sure you're nurturing what you're good at, your crafts and your beginnings, your passions, because it's going to provide that abundance you need in the future, that abundance you want for yourself to take care of your family members and make sure their needs and wants, that their desires are met. It's saying you're going to receive this if you put in the effort now. So it's really saying now's the time to craft your future the way you would like it to be. They don't want you to keep procrastinating. The more you procrastinate and put it off, the longer it's going to take for you to manifest those beginnings and those things you deserve. It's saying for those of you who recently found out your significant other was stepping out on you and betraying you, it's saying everything is going to be fine. That's what this represents, the Ten of Swords. It's saying they don't want you to stress the situation. You didn't know how that person was. You didn't know what they were doing to you. It's not your fault. Don't carry around that guilt and that grief. It's saying release that person with gratitude. Take what you've learned from that connection and that lesson and just move forward. It's saying don't hold yourself back by harping on what you can't change. So it's saying you need to work towards healing yourself from that connection and moving on. Right now, they really want you to focus on yourself. Isolate yourself so you can focus on your dreams and your goals. It's saying you'll be able to overcome anything that's going to be thrown your way. And anything that comes to you will be for your benefit and for the benefit of all involved in the situation. Take advantage of these opportunities. Now, you had a few come out. I want to speak on these before I actually lay them out. You received the Sun card, reversed though. So it's saying the Three of Wands represents expansion. Stepping outside your comfort zone, networking, expanding, allowing others to help you. The Sun card being reversed is saying unless you welcome this in, these changes in, this assistance, you won't receive the abundance that God is trying to send you through this, through you allowing it to happen. The King of Wands reversed is saying you feel unsure about your future, you feel unsure about the direction your life is headed or your passions are headed. Five of Cups is saying that something recently happened that has you feeling disappointed because it didn't work out in your favor the way you thought it would. This is saying be positive regardless. Even though you don't feel like your passions are headed in the direction that you've been working towards, it's saying remain positive. Remember that you have blessings over here that you haven't even tapped into. Don't worry about what's gone, the opportunities you missed. Worry about the opportunities still available and those coming to you. Last but not least, with the Knight of Wands reversed and the Magician, it's saying you have the ability to craft your future. It's up to your mindset and the actions you put behind it. It's up to if you want this enough. It's like your commitment is being tested. So that's why it's very important that you stop switching and being indecisive about what you want to do. The sooner you focus your attention entirely towards something productive for you, something that you want to do, something that you find a passion in, the sooner, like I say, you're going to receive this abundance. That's speaking on abundance, love, growth, and your mindset. So it's saying you'll be able to strengthen all areas of your life. All they want you to do is focus. With the Princess of Swords, that's speaking on someone who you didn't. This been reverses. That's speaking on the connections where you weren't allowing that person to speak their mind and be themselves. You were trying to control them too much instead of loving them for how they were and allowing them to be that way, allowing them to shine and be who they wanted to be, like be their true selves. You tried to control it too much, and that's what blocked the flow of love. The Moon card reverse is speaking on a lack of emotion, a lack of love, a lack of reciprocity, like you being reciprocated, like your love that you're trying to get to that person, that you were trying to get to that person being reciprocated, and vice versa. It's saying that there's no doubt that you had feelings for this individual, who you had love for them, but it was the way you went about showing it. It came off in a bad way. So it seemed more like control than love. You've been through a lot in the past. It's saying you need to remember where you come from and use this to prepare you to keep moving forward. Don't be ashamed of anything you went through. You had to go through it. You're okay. You learned lessons, and it's saying you moved past those things. You had to go through those things to get where you currently are now. The blessings you're enjoying now, you had to go through challenges. So it's saying that's the same mindset. You need to keep moving forward so you can move towards this Ten of Pentacles energy, this abundance that's coming to you. If you believe in yourself, it can manifest for you. But if your mindset is if your mindset is focused on lack and I don't have this or I don't deserve this, you're not going to receive it. You're going to be given what you feel you deserve, or what you're showing back to God that you deserve through your actions and things of that nature. The Six of Wands upright with the Strength card is saying if you push forward, even though things are tough right now, if you push forward, you're going to make your family proud and make sure everything they need is taken care of. So it's saying you're really doing this not only just for you, but something bigger than you. It's saying you have two choices, and they want you to trust your intuition with these two choices. This is pertaining to not only how you bring in your money, but the direction your life is headed. That's why I said it's very important for you to reground yourself and focus on what your true desires are, so you can choose the option that best suits that. This is speaking on the fact that neither one of you could get your point across to the point where y'all can make the relationship work. Like, it's speaking on that connection failing, that friendship failing, because I feel like a lot of you were friends with this individual before y'all were anything like close friends. It's saying the lack of allowing that person to speak their minds, and the lack of being open to new things, being adventurous with that person is what led to the demise of this connection. Now, Taurus, it is saying you need to bring it into how you love. So that's saying to receive the Wheel of Fortune reverse and the Ace of Cups reverse. It's saying not only do you need to change up who you're trying to love, but at the same time you need to change up how you're going about showing your love. So you need to heal from things that you may not feel are an issue, because they genuinely are. It's saying they're posing barriers and obstacles in these connections that you're trying to build with these people. Last but not least, we're going to see what's coming in the next 48 hours. The Five of Pentacles for Taurus. Last but not least, it's saying you need to bring it into being selfish and closed off. Bring it into not sharing. Bring it into, for one, fives represent change. Pentacles represent finances. So it's speaking on the change in income. Death card upright is saying bring it into always receiving. It's saying you can help others as well. The more you give, the more you're going to receive back in return, just because of the natural law of attraction. So it's saying be open to doing more for others. It's saying it should be a two-sided thing, like a two-way street between you and someone else when it comes to what you do for them and what's done back to you. This is saying also that the more you do for others, the more blessings will come back to you. So in that mindset of feeling like, for one, feeling like you don't have help, and then two, not being appreciative of the help you do have. It's saying be grateful for all your blessings and be open to sharing those blessings with others, especially if you have more than enough to share.
Baby, I look good, I look handsome.